One of the messages that we try to get across over and over in the book, Unmasking the Masquerade, is that deception feeds into fear, and fear feeds into more deception. And by being deceived, by allowing ourselves to fall into fear, especially fear of what Satan can do in our lives, when in fact he can't, as we are believers, he can't. If we allow him to have that fear in our lives, then we become more ineffective in our Christian lives. When in fact we serve a sovereign God, and we don't have to fear Satan. We fear God and God alone.
Mm-hmm. That's the topic that Dr. Toby Travis covers in a few chapters in the book. He more talks about fear and Satan. The flip side, or the other side of the coin, you might say, of why we do what we do and why we wrote this book is really to teach people how to be critical thinkers. It's all about truth and all about exalting the name of Christ. And you know, I'm with Faith Search International, based out of Minneapolis, and we are a church assisting ministry. We want to help local communities do evangelism in their spheres of influence. But not just that, but to also be able to combat the onslaught of ideas that's constantly bombarding us, whether it be about magic and the supernatural. We're all asking those questions, and it's such a beautiful, simple step to be an illusionist, put on a show, talk about spiritual things, talk about this subject, and then transition to the most important question in life. Who do you say that I am? Jesus asked. Was he a myth? Was he a magician? Or was he the Messiah? And that's what the last section of the book is all about. So it's a very pre-evangelistic tool, and what we do as an illusionist is to go into different communities, different cultures, and use this platform of entertainment, this interest, this intrigue on the supernatural, and introduce the message of the gospel.
All right, I'm asking for volunteers from the two gentlemen here sitting across the table from me at CBA Unite. Do either of you, would you like to do an illusion for us, even as we sit here at CBA Unite?
Yeah, sure. We could try. I mean, this is a visual art. It's going to be hard for your listeners, but maybe your reaction can tell it all.
I could do the golf tournament. All right, he's approaching the green now. Okay, he's got a. Is that a 50-cent piece?
It's a 50-cent piece.
Okay,
and we'll just give it a little tap.
All right. Ooh, it grew in size.
Yeah, it's about, I don't know. Would you say 10 times bigger?
Yeah,
or
you can say that.
Maybe 5 times bigger.
Okay.
Now, of course, everyone thinks you keep it in the other hand, but it ends up always underneath the, do this for the camera here, the sleeve, just like that. Here, go ahead and take that and toss it into the air.
Okay, he's handing me I thought he handed me the 50-cent piece. It's under his sleeve there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about the size of a lid to a jar of peanut butter is the coin, in case you're wondering what we're...
All right. That's good. Kind of like theater of the mind here.
Yeah,
we've got the illusionists here, Rod Robison and Adrian Van Vactor, and they are the authors of Unmasking the Masquerade. You got the 50-cent piece. Any Rod, what's your favorite illusion, and what does it illustrate?
I can do one if Adrian can hold the mic.
Okay. Adrian's holding the mic.
You don't happen to have a quarter on you, do you?
Let's see. Okay.
You are going to have to kind of describe this, because I don't know if we're going to get this on camera.
Okay.
Do you have a quarter?
Let's see. Do I have a quarter? I do have a quarter.
Okay, good. So it's a borrowed quarter. It's from you. I didn't give that to you. What I want you to do, Bob, is just put your initials on the front and put them on the back.
All right. We are now writing with a Sharpie on the quarter. Rod just happened to have the Sharpie to hand me. All right. I'm putting my initials on the front and the back of the quarter.
Now, I don't know if, Bob, I don't know, maybe you know this from history, but do you know what quarters are made out of? Do you know what they used to be made out of prior to 1965?
I would say, aluminum? Copper?
Actually, they were made out of silver.
Silver
got too expensive, though.
Okay.
Right? So, you know what they changed it into? Do you have any idea? Do you have any? Beth, you got any idea? It's Beth, right?
My wife, Beth, is over here.
Do you?
They
made them out of copper and nickel.
Okay.
Copper and
nickel.
You can see it. It's like a little sandwich there, right? Okay, there's your quarter. Put your hand out there for me, if you would.
All right.
Now watch. Put it way out here. Let's bring it over here this way. Now watch. By the way, there's a third ingredient. I don't know if you know this. In 1964, a new toy came out. It was called Silly what?
Silly putty.
Silly putty.
Yes,
They made them out of silly putty, too. Here, I'll show you. Watch this.
Okay.
I'm just going to bend it.
And now he is bending the quarter. The quarter is bending in his hand.
And in fact, in your hand.
There it is. And it's dropped on the table, and it is. Can
you show that to the audience?
Bent there.
It is
bent.
You
can see the angle. There you go.
Right in your hand.
All right.
The silly putty part was not true.
You are, great. Truly a strong individual there. Bend that quarter. Very good. All right.